Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel, Simoneel Czar. Today's video is all about sexual assault. They say that 3 out of 4 women are sexually assaulted at some point in their lives. I don't think that's true. I think 4 out of 4 women are sexually assaulted in their lives multiple times. And the reason being that one woman is either not going to remember because she was drunk, or 2, she's not going to accept what has happened to her, that somebody violated her. I think one of the biggest things that we do to ourselves, especially as women, is that we never report it because we don't want to cause drama. We don't want to cause problems. We don't want to stir the pot. Can you believe it? We as women, when someone violates us, we don't want to be the ones that cause shit, basically. I don't know why women are like this, but we are. And I'm going to share 2 stories with you all today, okay? And in the hopes that you would report such incidents, or you would talk about these things, or don't be afraid, because I understand, I know, look, I know how it feels, you know. Unfortunately, both of these things took place at work, okay? The first one was, I used to work at this place, and there was a man there, okay? He was older. He was like, I don't know, my dad's age or something, and he was not cute. And he was a freaking perv, okay? Because literally every time I would go to work, he would always be commenting on my shoes because I would wear flats, okay, to work. Whatever, sir, it's not your problem, right? But this man would constantly harass me. Or every single day he would make a comment on the way I was dressed. My shirt, my jeans, my shoes, constantly my shoes. And I just thought it was like too much. To a point, like, I didn't want to go to work because I was like, man, he's gonna talk about that shit again. And it was very subtle. It was very like low-key, but he would still do it. And he knew he was doing it, and he knew he was making me uncomfortable, but he didn't care, because for him, he was trying to, like, I don't know what he was trying to do, like, ew, no thank you. But anyways, so every single day this man harassed me. I didn't even realize it was harassment. Honestly, I didn't. I just thought, like, why is he always talking about my clothes? Why is he always talking about my shoes? And then, but it got to a point where I was just like, I don't want to deal with it. And this person was like popular at work, like people liked him and stuff. Like he would always try to act like he ran the place. And I mean, even if he did, I mean, basura, like you're trash to me, bro. Like get out of my face, right? So this person was like one day I just remember I went to work and he commented again, and I was like, that's it. Like my eyes got teary. I felt so violated, and I calmed myself down. I went into the office, and both of my bosses were there, right? Because I had 2 bosses. They were there, and I told them, I was like, can you have a conversation with this person? Because he makes a comment on my dressing every single... I didn't even say day. I did not even say day. One of my managers was like, oh, that is not okay. No, 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 no. No way, no way. They didn't even let me finish. They just cut me off. They were like, And my other manager, bro, his nostrils were like flaring. And he was like, Bob, to the office, now. And I was like, thank you. And dude, like, I don't know what they said to him. But that man avoided me like the freaking plague. If I told him, look, if you see me walking, turn around. I don't want to see you. And he did. So I don't know what they told him, but after that day, that man not only stopped harassing me, he stopped talking to me, okay? So I was like, thank you. The second thing that happened was a little bit more intense, okay? So there was this person who was, what's the word? It's like when he was referred to work with us by someone else that worked at the job. So this person came in as a reference, so he was gonna get hired like that, right? He came in, and right when he saw me, he was like really weird, okay? Like he was really sleazy. Like a really short, stubby, sleazy man, okay? And he made already like 2 sexual comments in our 5-minute conversation about how I must be really good at my job because I'm a woman, because there was not a lot of women here, right, at this job. And I was just like, what? Like, it was so insane to me. Like, in that 5 minutes, the kind of conversation he thought he could have, and I was just like walking away. I was like, okay, nice to meet you, right? And in my head, I was like, I'm gonna tell my boss not to hire this guy, right? And for some reason, as he was walking away, he like gave me his card, but the way he gave it to me, he was like that close, this close to my breast. Like he gave it to me in a way like he was gonna grab it or he was gonna touch it. And I like backed off and I slapped his hand and I was like, no, you can leave. And I was so violated at this point and I was so angry. Dude, I went into my boss and I was like, we need to have a conversation. I'm pissed. And he was like, what's wrong? God bless his soul. He was a good man. I mean, he's not dead or anything, but like, he helped me out, right? Anyways, so I was like, yo, this man just literally almost grabbed my breast and I am pissed and you're not gonna hire him. And so he just stood there like a little scared, I could tell, but like also trying to like handle the situation. He was like, do you want to report it? And I was like, I got scared because I was like, oh my God. Like, what this man did was so intense that my boss is asking me if he wants to be like with me when I go report it. And I was like, no, because he didn't touch me. Which was, can you believe it? Women do stuff like that. Yo, this man violated me. And when my boss asked me, like, do you want to report this? Do you want me to, like, come with you or whatever? I said no. I said no because he didn't touch me. I just don't want you to hire him. Well, he was like, well, duh, but do you want to report this? And I said no. Why did I say no? I don't know. My justification at that point was because he didn't touch me. But it didn't matter because he wanted to. And he made me feel uncomfortable. Why did I not report it? My boss right here, he's like, you want me to report it? I said no. I said, you just don't want to hire him. And he said, okay. And then I could tell after that incident, he was paranoid. And he would just always be like, on the lookout, you know, like, are you okay? You know, because it was weird. Like, I don't know why I didn't report it. I think I was afraid. At that moment, my justification was like, oh, whatever. I don't have to say it. Like, whatever. He didn't touch me. He's just not going to get hired here, whatever. But I should have, because he deserved that. Because he violated in me in a way that was not okay. But you see, women are like that. They don't want to talk about it because it's so painful. And not only women, men also. Like, I've talked about this so many times. I have had so many guy friends my entire life. I don't know why I'm a girl. I should have been a dude. Like, you know, I should have been a guy. Because I have all guy friends. And the amount of men that have confided in me, the sexual abuse that they've been through, men of all ages, all ranges, like men that are so alpha, you wouldn't even think that, you know, anything about it, but they have been sexually abused when they were little boys, when they were teenagers, even when they were grown men by other men and women. You know? So, talk about it. Report it. Talk to other people about it. Like, bring it to light. Because if we don't talk about these things, especially at work, or even if it's happening at your house, you know, no one's gonna know. No one is going to know. So by voicing it, and I'm telling you, there is shame associated with it, because the first time I reported that guy that always talked about my shoes, I was afraid because people really liked him at work. He was popular. I was new. I didn't want people to not like me because I took a stab at their favorite coworker. You know, I didn't want to feel that way, but God, it was too much. The harassment every day at work, like, oh, your shoes are so sexy. Like, you're my dad's age and you look like a rat. No thanks. Like, I get mad even thinking about it right now. Gosh. But anyways, all I want to say is that if you feel like you have been abused or assaulted or violated in any ways, talk about it, report it. It's okay. I understand it takes time, you know, I've been there. But if we don't talk about it, we are not going to heal it. And you know, this is what I have realized, that over a period of time, like, if you don't heal these experiences, if you don't have that ugly cry, if you don't tell yourself that you are going to acknowledge it and then accept it and then sit with it and cry and then release it, these things are going to be hindrances. They are going to be triggers. They're going to be blockages in your life as you move forward. I have a friend, and she went on a date with this guy and he raped her. And it's so typical, but it happens all the time. He added something in her drink. It made her really drowsy. She passed out. And when she woke up, she was sore. And her body just reacted different. She told me, she was like, her body just knew something had happened that was not okay. And that initial, like, understanding, like, something is wrong, but you don't know what. And trust me, this can happen with men and women, anyone. But when that happens, it is painful. And she went through a lot, and she didn't report this person. She didn't report this person because for the longest time she doubted if it happened. And she asked him. I don't want to go into the details of it. The point is that you got to talk about these things, because if you don't talk about it, no one's going to know. And if you talk about it, it's going to give the courage to the other person to come forward and also say, like, you know what, man, that happened to me too. You know what, girl, that happened to me too. And it makes us that much more stronger, because we are not the only ones that this has happened to. And by creating a community, we really understand, like, what this pain does and how it affects us on such deep levels, you know. So my last thing is, if you feel that there's someone who needs to watch this video to just talk about their assault, send it to them. If you feel like you have been assaulted at some point in your life, talk about it. Give that experience voice. Do not let it just go to, like, archives of your mind. It does not belong there, you know. Anyways, I hope today's video was helpful and it helped you to talk about any type of abuse or assault or harassment that you have faced. With that, don't forget to like, comment, and share, and I will see you next time.